I know from experience what it feels like to be roommates. It's like not anything special, really. You do your own thing, you go your own way. You're kind of like two ships passing in the night, right? Ick. I don't want my marriage to feel like that. Even though I might have the experience, at least in my mind, of feeling that way, it's not what I want for my marriage. Hi, I'm Lisa Kneller, and my YouTube channel is called Midlife Marriage Mastery. Here we look at ways to reimagine, revive, and reignite the passion in your marriage. It's totally possible. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please subscribe if you want to get new ideas to freshen up your marriage and share this video. So this video is about moving from roommates to soulmates. Because when you're married, you get married to have an intimate partner, right? Not just a roommate. So let's explore this a little bit. One of my favorite questions to ask myself is, what do I want? Or what do you want? Do you ever feel like you and your spouse have become more like roommates than romantic partners? The passion that once ignited your relationship may have cooled, replaced by routine, responsibilities, and the busyness of midlife. If you've been together for years, especially if you're navigating the empty nest phase, it's natural for your relationship to evolve. But that doesn't mean you have to settle for a lackluster connection. What do you really want? The good news is that romance isn't something that just fades with time. It's something we can cultivate, rekindle, and even deepen in midlife. So here's how to move from being roommates to soulmates again. I have 8 ideas for you. The first one is recognize the shift and recommit. The first step in rekindling romance is awareness. Acknowledge the changes in your relationship and how they've affected your intimacy. Have an open and honest conversation with your partner about how you both feel. Here's my favorite tip: ask your spouse, so, do you think our marriage could be improved? Or some aspect of that question. You will probably get the answer of, yeah, I guess it could be. So it's important to enlist your partner in the idea that there is always more, better, even stellar. Number 2, reignite emotional connection through deep conversations. When was the last time you had a deep, meaningful conversation that wasn't about work or the kids or logistics? Emotional intimacy is the foundation of romantic connection. So you could try these conversation starters if you'd like. What's something you've always wanted to do together, but we haven't done yet? What's a memory from our early days that still makes you smile? What are your biggest dreams for the next 5 years? Rekindling emotional connection starts with genuine curiosity about your partner's inner world. Number 3, prioritize physical touch and affection. Physical intimacy isn't just about sex, it's also about small, meaningful touches that say, I see you, I desire you, I love you. So try this. Make a conscious effort to touch your partner daily, whether it's a long hug, holding hands, a playful touch in passing, or cuddling on the couch. Studies show that physical touch releases oxytocin, the love hormone, which deepens connection and trust. And I'm just going to say here that my husband is not a couch cuddler. I have to find other ways. And I think you get the point. Do what works for you. But just as an example, today, as he was leaving for work, I gave him a nice big hug. And I said to him, did you know that when you hug your wife before you go to work every day, you have the chance of living 4 years longer than the guy who doesn't do it? And he's like, where'd you hear that? And I was like, I don't know. I read it somewhere, but I believe it to be true. So I grabbed my hug and I let him go. All right, on to number 4. Bring back the fun and flirtation. Remember the excitement of flirting with your partner when you first started dating? That playfulness doesn't have to disappear just because you've been together for decades. Send a flirty text during the day. Leave a love note in their car or by the coffee maker. Plan a spontaneous date night. Dance in the kitchen to your favorite song. I will dance whether my husband participates or not. Playfulness is one of the secrets to keeping love alive. And number 5, create new experiences together. Routines can be comforting, but they can also make relationships feel stagnant. One of the best ways to reignite passion is by creating new experiences together. So take a weekend getaway to a place you've never been, try a new hobby as a couple, cooking classes, dancing, hiking, or even skydiving. Personally, I would never skydive, but you do you. Start a project together that excites you. New experiences create novelty, which stimulates attraction and deepens connection. All right, number 6, nourish your individual growth. One of the best ways to be a more engaged, attractive partner is to keep growing as an individual. When both partners continue to evolve, they bring fresh energy to the relationship. Personal development is my jam. So this kind of comes naturally to me. Other people, not so much. But consider getting on a growth path. And if you're not sure what that looks like, reach out. I have some simple ideas that may help you. And explore personal passions and hobbies. Invest in self-care and confidence building practices. And then encourage each other's dreams and goals. The more fulfilled you are individually, the more you bring to the relationship. Number 7, prioritize intimacy. A fulfilling physical connection doesn't just happen, it requires intentionality. So open up about intimacy, opening up about intimacy is key. And talk about what you both enjoy, what you'd like to explore, and how to keep this part of your relationship alive and thriving. I suggest reading Emily Nagoski's Come Together and find your play and your pleasure. This is a great book on intimacy and how to find each other in a midst of variety of moods. Set aside time for intimacy, remove distractions, and approach it with a sense of curiosity and fun. I know a lot of people like spontaneity in intimacy and sex. And, while that can be really fun, it happens more when you're really young, right? Like in the midst of a busy life, it just is harder for spontaneity to occur. So, my suggestion is plan. And then you can look forward to it and come up with ideas and just set aside that time for you and your partner's pleasure and fun. All right, last one, number 8, express gratitude often. It's easy to focus on what's lacking in a long-term relationship, but shifting your focus to what's right can transform your connection. Make it a habit to express appreciation for your partner. A simple "thank you for making my coffee" or "I love how you always make me laugh" can go a long way in making your partner feel seen and valued. And some final thoughts, and this is regarding a love that grows with you. Marriage in midlife can be an opportunity to create a deeper, richer, more connected love, one based on history, trust, and a renewed commitment to each other. By prioritizing emotional connection, playfulness, physical intimacy, and growth, you can transition from being roommates to true soulmates. Love isn't just something that happens to us, it's something we choose to cultivate. So why not start today? Grab my free worksheet titled Turn Up the Heat, 20 Tips to Spice Up Your Marriage. The link is in the description or below this video. So thanks for watching and have fun transforming your marriage.